Good evening and welcome. It's the day before the big day. Nigeria takes on Algeria in a must-win 2018 FIFA World Cup qualifier tomorrow in Uyo. I'm Yemi Adebayo. There's so much to talk about on the show, but a large part of the things we'll be talking about on the show tonight is all about Nigeria taking on Algeria, and hopefully after that game tomorrow we'll be talking a victory for Nigeria, and of course a chance to continue to stay on top of that group with 6 points. That's what victory will do for us tomorrow. Of course we'll go to London, go to Uyo, I mean cross the length and breadth of the world, if I can use that expression, getting perspectives about that crucial game, Nigeria against Algeria. And of course, we want you to be a part of everything that we're doing. We want you to contribute. We want you to have your say on the show tonight. If you're just joining us for the first time, this is how you can be a part of what we're doing on Sports Tonight. It's your program, as you already know. You can give us your opinion to issues raised on this program through the following mechanism. On Facebook, channels-sports. On Twitter, it is at channels_sports. Well, we always like to take it a step further. You can read all our top stories on www.channelstv.com. You can also view those top stories on youtube.com/channelsweb. Well, if what you have is your iPad, your iPhone, and your BlackBerry, all you need to do is go to m.channelstv.com. You follow the prompt, and you will be viewing us live. And of course, it gets better. You can download the Channels TV app for your Android, iOS, and Windows from their respective stores. Doing that, you will be carrying Channels Television with you everywhere you go. Well, we need not tell you again that Channels Television is global. We're international, so don't miss out on everything that we have to offer. All right, let's give you a background. Let's talk about that game. Let's give you match details about tomorrow's crucial encounter, Nigeria-Algeria. Some of the things that you need to know. Well, there you have it. Nigeria against Algeria is tomorrow, November 12th, 2016. The time is 5 p.m. Nigerian time. The venue is the Nest of Champions in Uyo. These are the match details for you. By now you know that the covered stands is 1,000 naira and the popular stand is 500 naira. So in case you're planning to get into the stadium, be prepared to pay that amount. And of course the surface we're playing on is grass. All right, let's also bring to you something we started on Monday, the goodwill message to our darling Super Eagles. Let's give you that goodwill message so that we can cheer the team to victory tomorrow. I'm very sure it's going to come up on your screen shortly. Friday, November 11, 2016. That is 1 day to go. History favors the Super Eagles. Victory beckons for our team. We are unstoppable. Let us cheer ceaselessly and support relentlessly. We shall win convincingly. Wear green and white tomorrow. That is the message. Soar Super Eagles with the hashtag. That's our goodwill message from this end. And hopefully, when you see us again after today, we will be talking about a victory for the Super Eagles. And even in that message, history favors the Super Eagles. History favors the Super Eagles. Like we say in local parlance, they are very good customers. Very, very good customers. And hopefully that will continue tomorrow. Let me quickly introduce my partner that's right here with me in the studio. It starts off the show with me. Dotun, Agunbiade is here with me. What a day to have you around, Dotun.
Well, good evening, Yemi. You said the other time that we are all expecting that Nigeria will be taking the desert warriors of Algeria to the cleaners tomorrow. It is something we all love to see actually come to see the light of the day. But we should wait till tomorrow, and keep our finger crossed.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. But you cannot blame us for being excited. I'm sure all Nigerians are excited, and we're hoping that victory will be ours. The Algerians are in town. They're preparing for that game in the way they know how to do best. But of course, if you focus on your game, you need not think about your opponents. But Dotun, let me quickly ask you before we do some other things. What do you expect to see tomorrow?
What I'm expecting to see tomorrow as a Nigerian, I will tell you that I'm expecting a victory for the Nigerian Super Eagles, and I'm as well expecting to see wonderful game, not just a victory alone.
A good game.
If I thought you just cut away with the 3 points and you come to the field of play and you never they actually show good footballing performance, is really going to people will tell you that okay, you win due to the fact that you're so lucky. But if at all you come to show that you can play the game and you can as well get the maximum 3 points, and people around the world will come to actually celebrate you that you've done marvelously well. You cut away with the 3 points and you also actually show football, good football performance on the field.
Dotun, I know every Nigerian is a coach. I'm sure. Sometimes we try to do the job of the manager. But let me allow you to have your say. What do you think should be done tomorrow? Or if you are good again at Roa, how would you line up the Super Eagles tomorrow?
I'm going to line up the Super Eagles tomorrow. If you look at what we have in camp, you're definitely going to see that we are going to have a Daniel Akpeyi who did wonderfully well for himself and for Nigeria during the course of the Olympic Games. Actually, he was the one who mounted the post. And right from the game one to the last game we played in the Olympic, except for the third game, that we saw another goalkeeper actually come to man the post. But in the defense, I'm expecting the pairing of these two young men, talking about Leon Balogun and William Troost-Ekong, because the last game they both played together, actually they showed they played wonderfully well. They showed understanding, and part of the things in which I so much enjoy, in which they showed that particular day, was the fact that their movement with the ball, their movement off the ball, and their movement towards the ball actually really shows that these two guys understand what is called football, playing at the highest level. And on the right and left fullback, we should be saying that young man who has been doing wonderful work, though sometimes you always see that he is found wanting in some areas, talking about Shehu Abdullahi. Then on the left fullback, we should be expecting Adassene Chijili. Chijili has been a mainstay in the Nigerian national team. Though sometimes people will actually say that he's not always lifting to billing, but I believe this particular time he's really going to come to the party with his A game. And in the midfield, we should be expecting the main captain of the team, in person of John Mikel Obi, to Ogiyo Nazi, and then the forward line. If, like you said the other time, that you want to allow me to choose my starting 11, if I happens to be the coach tomorrow, I'm going to give Brown Ide another chance. Why I'm going to give
ahead of Odion Igalo?
Ahead of Odion Igalo, because I saw something in the last game we played against Algeria, this understanding between Brown Ide and
the guys playing behind him.
Talking about Ian Nacho especially, because I can see the movement with the ball and half the ball between the two of them. Actually, I saw that understanding.
And they link up.
Yes, so if I happen to be the coach, I'm going to give him another opportunity, Go to the field of play, show this understanding again, and also make sure you put the ball at the back of the net.
And Victor Moses as well might be starting the game?
Of course, Victor Moses, Alessi will be. Actually, I'm expecting the two of them as well.
Okay, all right. Well, what would you expect the Algerians to do? Do you think they would, it's our job and we have to do. We're Nigerians, we want to win. But what do you think the Algerians need to do? I hope they don't, but what do you think they need to do to get victory tomorrow? But I must say, I hope they won't get victory.
Of course. We
have to do our job.
We are all hoping they are not going to get a victory here in Nigeria tomorrow.
But what can they do?
But what they can do to get a victory against Nigeria tomorrow, number one, is to neutralize the midfield of Nigeria, because Nigeria happens to be very strong at the middle of the place, talking about Mikel Obi and Ogiyo Nazi. They've been doing wonderfully well. We've seen this understanding between the two of them ever since 2013 that they started playing together. Mikel Obi will be the one to play make, while Ogiyo Nazi will be the one to do the dirty job. So if Benteleb, who happens to be a player that plays in Schalke 04, he's been loaned from Tottenham Hotspur to Schalke 04 in Germany. If he comes with his A game if he has the ability to displace Mikel Obi, especially, definitely they are going to have a easy ride at the middle of the park.
I hope that doesn't happen.
And if they can have an easy ride at the middle of the play, definitely Nigeria will definitely sweat and sweat and sweat.